welcome to my monthly plans video where I show you and talk to you about all of the sewing projects I have planned for the upcoming month. I am so excited that it's March. Daylight savings begins. I always get confused which is which, but we're getting more daylight basically, and I am so excited about that. Spring will begin in March. If you guys have been friends and fans and followers of the channel for a long time, you know that that can only mean one thing. It's the Style Maker Fabrics swatch video. That's right. We've got the swatch video coming up this month. I'm also still working on the Sewing Schoolhouse. Some of you guys have already been to the website and downloaded some of the freebies that I'm offering there. You guys continue to surprise me so much all the time. Someone downloaded the guide and then donated the cost of the guide back to me, which it's just so sweet. It's just so above and beyond. And I just love our little community that we have here. I love that I love you guys, and I love how you love me back. And it's just so wonderful. So yeah, some of you guys have found that already, but a part of that, the Sewing Schoolhouse, the big Sewing Schoolhouse thing is this sew along that I'm going to be teaching. It's the Itch to Stitch Melrose top. I'm using this like linen blend from Style Maker Fabrics in this absolutely stunning color called Ocean. So that will get filmed, sewn completely. All the filming work of that will be done this month. And then in April, I'll be doing all the editing work, all of the graphics, all of that kind of stuff. And so hopefully I'll be launching my online course at the end of April. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, the first thing I'll be making this month, with all that said, is the Itch to Stitch Melrose. It's a very simple top or dress, with a grown-on sleeve. It has a bias-bound neckline, and then options for your hem. You can either do a banded hem top, you can do an elastic waist, like peplum top, or a dress version. So I am going to be showing people in the Sewing Schoolhouse all three versions. I'm also going to be showing them how to convert the bias-bound neckline to a facing in case you prefer one or the other. I know that bias-bound necklines can be a little bit tricky for beginners. It's a little bit finicky. I chose this pattern on purpose because I knew fit would be easy. There's not a set-in sleeve because it's grown on, and people could really just focus on the basics of sewing their first time around. So I don't want something like a bias-bound neckline to freak them out and then them not finish their garment. I really want them to be able to finish it. So yeah, I'll be giving options there, and just doing my thing to try and make sure that education when it comes to sewing is easy to understand, and it's not more confusing than it needs to be. And you understand that like the reason we sew is because we want options, because we want to do what's best for our skill level, what's best for our bodies, what's best for our mental health. This is supposed to be something that is fun and takes away stress, not add stress. So that is going to be my focus on all of the projects that I do with the Sewing Schoolhouse. So hopefully you will join me there, or if you know someone who's just getting into garment sewing, that is going to be the perfect course for them. We're getting really close to that, and I'm so excited. The response from the few little things that I've done on the website has been overwhelming already, and I'm just real excited. I'm just really excited about that. It's something that I have kind of had in the back of my head, but it was one of those things where I was like, I don't really know if I can pull this off. So now that I'm starting to maybe pull it off, I'm like, oh God, am I going to pull this off? So that's fun. We also have Sew Together. Sew Together is my little challenge that kind of on a whim I threw together on Instagram because Sew My Style went away, and I know so many of us enjoyed Sew My Style. So I started Sew Together. It is a very scaled back version of Sew My Style. It's basically just a challenge to get everybody sewing at least one thing every single month, and the community aspect of everybody sewing the same thing at the same time. So this month was super interesting because, so every month I narrow down the vast world of patterns to like a theme. So in January, it was free patterns. February was like pajamas, loungewear. March was leggings. I have been wanting to sew a pair of leggings that isn't so much for working out as it is like cute, like you can wear it out, more of the athleisure kind of thing, you know, where you could wear it either way. So I gave people 3 options. It's hard. And the other thing is that all the patterns for Sew Together are less than $10 or less. And it is hard to find patterns that are $10 or less. So I ended up proposing 3 leggings patterns. At the end of the first vote, 2 of them had the exact same number of votes. There was a tie. So I was like, well, great. What am I going to do? Am I just going to pick? And I was like, okay, let's do a runoff. So we left off the third one and then ran off between the 2 patterns. And would you believe they tied again? So I said, you know what? It is the universe speaking now. I have no control over this. Like, I could not imagine that would ever happen with the voting, much less our 3rd month in. So I said, you know what? Both patterns are Sew Together for March. So you can choose between the Seamwork Shelley or the Green Style Creations Inspire leggings. And then I also posted 3 different hacks that you could do to either of the patterns. And then Inspire has its own hack. So 3 kind of generic legging hacks are adding stirrups, which, believe it or not, are making a very strong comeback. All of these 80s inspiration we've seen, leggings are going to start having stirrups again. Mark my words. I wouldn't be surprised if jeggings started having stirrups again. So I did a stirrup. I did a crossover front, which is apparently like all the rage on TikTok. Like, all the Gen Z kids are buying up all the leggings with the cross front. Like, I don't get why, who knows why trends become trends, but you can't buy them online anywhere because they keep selling out. So I was like, well, there's got to be a way to make our own. And sure enough, there's a tutorial from Mood that shows you how to make the crossover one. And then the 3rd hack I have is adding like ruching to really any seam of your legging, but this one is particularly focused on the ankle. So you could have a really cute ankle detail if you wanted to make your leggings like a little bit dressier and wear them with heels. I think that little accent would be cute, but I think it'd also be cute in yoga class. So it works either way. And then the Inspire leggings specifically have an add-on, a free add-on from Green Style Creations website, where you can add all these like moto details. So if you wanted to have a pair of leggings that was a little bit more edgy, you could definitely do that. I am going to be making the Seamwork Shelley leggings. The Seamwork Shelley leggings have a back waistband that goes into a point. That is also a big trend in leggings right now, because it does so much to enhance the backside. It just visually kind of tricks the eye into creating like a really beautiful bum. So yeah, I'm excited to make those. I might do the crossover in the front too. You can obviously do both. But that might, and maybe the stirrups also. I think I really do want some stirrups, and those will be cute to like tuck into boots and all that kind of stuff. But the fabric that I have is actually an athletic performance type knit that I got from Stylemaker Fabrics years ago. I mean, I want to say this was like their like big thing. We just got all these great leggings. We've never done legging fabric before. It was like that kind of thing. So this fabric, I think it's kind of like a Ponte knit. It's got a pretty decent amount of stretch to it, which I'm excited about. It's got this really interesting like geometric design to it on one side. And then the other side is this gray, like a solid gray color. So it is technically reversible. And would y'all be so mad if I just made the gray, even though it has this really pretty print on the other side? I don't know. I'm still so torn. Maybe I'll look at how the Seamwork leggings are constructed and maybe make the leggings out of the solid gray. I just feel like I would wear the gray more. But then I can make biker shorts for around the house out of the black if I have enough. I feel like I have a bunch of fabric here. I didn't buy this fabric with any particular pattern in mind, so that tells me I probably bought 2 yards. I don't know how much the leggings take in terms of fabric. I don't know. I don't know what to do. So I'm still torn about that. Gray versus the print. I will say I already have a pair of ready to wear leggings that I got at consignment that are black and have like almost like a snakeskin illusion print to them. Very, very subtle, which is another reason why I'm like, do I need another pair of black leggings that have like a print on them? And these are just inherently more like everyday fashion leggings. And this feels a little bit more athletic to me. I don't know. You guys let me know what you would do. Solid gray. It's like a dark heather gray, or the black geometric. I feel like it's kind of like a waste of money to just use the gray because there's so much going on in here. But if there's a way that I can do like the, oh shoot, what's it called? With the seams when you do the, on your serger or your cover stitch, whatever it is, where the seams kind of lay flat on top of each other like this. In a way, you could make them reversible, I think. It depends on how the waistband is constructed. Right? Has anybody ever made reversible leggings? Because if they have, that's what I will do. Hands down, no question about it. I just feel like there's got to be a way I can make them reversible, right? Let me know if you guys have any thoughts or opinions on this at all whatsoever. Let's see. Oh, okay, so it's one of my friend's 40th birthdays in April, and she loves to travel. So she has just been like, chomping at the bit to go somewhere. But all of us are like, we can't go anywhere. Like, I guess we could go to Texas now that Texas is all open, but do we really want to like do that to ourselves? Probably not. So we actually found this spot not too far from here where they have Airstreams that you can rent and do like a glamping situation. So it'll just be our little small friend group, 6 people, and we've got 2 separate Airstreams, so we'll be able to kind of like spread apart a little bit. And we're gonna do zip lining and kayaking and, you know, fireside chats and roast marshmallows. And I don't know, I'm irrationally excited about it. I guess there's a part of me that even though like I'm all polished and like, you know, girly and glammy, there is a part of me that just loves like ruggeding it out for a weekend, you know, not for an extended period of time. I'm not kind of an off the grid person by any means, but for a couple days in the comfort of an Airstream, that is like right up my alley. So because of that, I really want to finish the quilt jacket that I have in mind. You guys had a lot of opinions last month whenever I talked about this, and I think I am for sure going to do the pullover without the zipper. Just the pullover hoodie. It's going to be oversized, and I think it will be perfect for glamping. So I want to finish that. The trip's not until April, so I'll have all this month to finish that. I'm really excited about that as well. Okay, so for Soundmaker Fabrics Spring Tour, we just got a preview of the fabrics like literally this morning. They are so good. You guys are going to be so excited. It blows my mind that they were able to pull together this collection during the thick of a pandemic. I mean, they're based in Seattle, so they have been on a steady, hardcore lockdown for a extended amount of time. And the fact that they weren't able to travel, they weren't able to go to the garment districts that they normally visit. They had to do all this virtually, all this online. Oh, I can't even imagine. But the collection is so good. You guys are going to love it. So I'm planning a 3-piece outfit that is going to have a some kind of like frilly mini bottom, whether that's like a ruffled mini skirt out of like a rayon crepe-ish material, or like a really soft, relaxed short with a drawstring made out of some kind of like tencel twill. Like, kind of imagine that. Either of those with a fitted top, probably a cotton jersey, but also maybe some kind of like rib knit. And then the third piece is going to be a layering piece. And I'm debating between like a swacket, which is a sweater jacket combo. It's basically a jacket made out of a sweater knit. They have this really, really gorgeous like ribbed sweater knit as part of the collection. So debating between like a swacket and then also just kind of like a boyfriend cardigan. Swacket's more my style because I do like the tailored quality of a blazer. So that's probably where I'll head, but those are my ideas. I don't have any specific patterns picked out for either of these or any of those. That's just kind of like my general idea. So I'll be posting a lot more of that behind the scenes type stuff on my Instagram and Facebook. So if you're not following me at either one of those places, be sure to do that, and you'll see my patterns and fabrics here like in the next couple weeks. Like we got to get crack-a-lackin' on this. So yeah, so those are all my plans for March. Let me know what you plan on working on in March, if you've got anything on your cutting table. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all next time very soon. Bye.